What's going on, Soul Nation? Ginger Prime here, and we've got so much to talk about with patch 5.3 and all the job adjustments that are coming with the patch, which goes live tomorrow morning. I cannot wait to dive in, and in fact, if you guys haven't seen, we're going to be doing a live stream of the content over on Twitch. Link is in the description. Hopefully you go check it out. It's going to be my birthday stream, so I'm going to be streaming all day. We're going to do the story first, and then we're going to dive into the content. And also, if you guys are new here and you don't know, I have a Ginger Gaming Radio, a podcast channel. Link is also in the description if you guys would love to go subrush that. We are almost to our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and when we hit that, I will stop plugging it at the beginning of the videos. The choice is yours. But now we must talk about the changes to the jobs with 5.3. Hopefully you're as excited as I am. I saw one change and it broke my heart. I'm just going to put it out there. So first things first, Marauder Berserk is getting an extends Storm's Eye duration by 15 seconds to a maximum of 60 seconds. You're going to see that themed here for Warrior. Mithril Tempest combo bonus extends Storm Eye duration by 10 seconds to a maximum of 30 seconds has been changed to extend Storm Eye duration by 30 seconds to a maximum of 60 seconds. Having Storm's Eye, that buff on you for 60 seconds, that's massive. That ends up just kind of completely, I guess completely changing your rotation is a little bit strong, but this is going to free you up to do a lot more as a part of your normal rotation. Storm's Eye now extends Storm's Eye duration by 30 seconds to a maximum of 60. So you can get that thing up. You can keep it up for a full minute. This, I think, is really big. This is really big. In a release, the additional effect of extend Storm Eye duration by 15 seconds to a maximum of 60 seconds has been added. And Nascent Flash no longer requires a target party members to execute. Yes! Sorry, hopefully that wasn't too loud. Like, just that fact for Nascent Flash, I was thrilled about. But this whole inter-release change is really huge. Completely changes your rotation and allows you, I think, a little bit more freedom to really build up as much beast gauge as possible. Typically, you would go in and make sure you want to keep that Storm's Eye on you for that increased damage buff. But yeah, okay. Anyway, I just finished leveling Warrior. One of the things that I found funny is last time I finished leveling Warrior, they made a big change to it, and the overall improvement and enjoyment of the job just improved dramatically. So hopefully you Warriors out there are going to be excited by these changes. Gunbreaker's getting one change, and it's Brutal Shell. Cure potency has increased from 150 to 200, and the effect duration has increased from 10 seconds to 30 seconds, and a barrier effect can actually now be refreshed. Personally, I've really enjoyed Gunbreaker. I finished that off a month ago, and this change doesn't like make or break it. It's going to be interesting to see. I thought Brutal Shell was really cool, and I can't wait to see this change overall. I think this is just adding to its versatility for the job for the tank itself. So that looks like it's it for the tanks and the two changes, Paladin and Dark Knight. No changes this expansion or patch. So Pugilist, aka Monk, perfect balance recast time has been reduced from 120 seconds to 90 seconds, and Form Shift, the additional effect extending duration of Grease Lightning, no longer requires Coral Form. So a couple changes here. We knew some changes to Monk are coming, but the bigger changes to Monk are coming with patch 5.4. Just remember that they're doing some Grease Lightning changes. Big changes coming in patch 5.4 for Monk that has been confirmed. Now, just as a note, we do have a poll up. Be sure to either vote on Twitter, here on Ginger Prime, or on Work to Game. Those polls are going to help determine what I level up next. It looks like Dragoon's in the lead. What it's going to do is it's actually going to lock the poll or the roll. So if Dragoon wins, then the only options are going to be like Monk and Ninja for the next time. So just kind of keep that in mind as to, like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword of who you're voting for. So anyway, on this case then, Bard, Sidewinder. We knew Bard was getting some buffs. Potency, when target is suffering from both Caustic Strike and Stormbite, has been increased from 300 to 350. Nice little potency buff right there. Refulgent Arrow, potency is increased from 330 to 340. And Burst Shot, potency is increased from 320 to 340. So just an overall standard buff that has been applied to every, like Bard itself. And then Machinist Hypercharge, not really a change here, but the description now clearly states that Overheat effect only applies when applies to Machinist actions. So there's been no changes really to Machinist. Summoner, Tri-Disaster potency has been reduced to 300 from 300 to 150. That's hurt. Oh, like when he said the Summoner and then it's like nerf. For me, and if you guys haven't heard, you hadn't heard my kind of talks on Summoner, at the end of the day, I really haven't resonated with Summoner this whole expansion. Maybe it's because the pets no longer take damage and you can't use Titan to tank anymore. And yeah, I've summoned since 2.0. That's kind of been my main caster. But Black Mage, I tell you, is fantastic. Red Mage is fantastic. I know there's Summoners mains out there, and I'm not sitting here trying to not sell you on Summoner. I don't know. I'm hopeful for more summoning with 6.0. Anyway, Scholar Sucker has been had its MP cost reduced from 1,300 to 1,100. Not really like a game-changing change right there, but still always nice to see. Have a little bit more MP to do other things. Astrolodin getting some big changes. Lightspeed. The effect reduces MP cost for spells by 50% has been removed, which that sucks. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Helios. And it's removed because we're seeing MP reduction across the board, so it's not necessarily moving all that bonus or MP saving cost to Lightspeed. But anyway, Helios MP cost is being reduced from 900 to 700. Benefit 2 MP cost has been reduced from 900 to 700 as well. Draw, the additional effect of restores 8% of maximum MP has been added. That is very handy in terms of how this is all working. The aspect benefit, MP cost under the effect of Diurnal Sect has been reduced from 500 to 400. And then under Nocturnal Sect, it's been reduced from 900 to 700. Aspected Helios, reduction in MP from 1,000 to 800. Combust 2, MP cost has been reduced from 500 to 400. Sleeve Draw, the effect of this action now has been completely revamped. Sleeve Draw now functions as follows. Draws a card, Arcanium, from your Divining deck. You cannot draw an Arcanium if you are aligned with its Seal of Arcania. When aligned with all 3 seals, any Arcanium may be drawn. Additional effect restores MP of 8%. I'm going to have to go hands-on with what they're talking about with Sleeve Draw, because hands down, reading that, I don't understand what it means. I'm sure maybe you do in this case, so I'm going to have to go hop on my 80 Astro, pull out Sleeve Draw and say, okay, now it's starting to make sense what they're trying to say here on paper. But they said big rework was coming for Sleeve Draw, so this appears to be it. And at the same time, it doesn't necessarily say, oh, okay, I understand what they're going for here. Anyway, Horoscope. The healing effect can now be triggered when the effect of Horoscope or Horoscope Helios expires. That is actually really nice. And then Neural Sect. The Neural Sect when Neural Sect is executed while Nocturnal Sect is active, the healing over time effect is of both Aspected Benefit and Aspected Helios can now be stacked. Oh, that's handy. So those are some good adjustments overall. The light speed change I think is important. Still, I actually preferred it. I wasn't doing Savage Raid on Astro, but I never really felt like I was having an MP problem on Astro. However, that I'm not sitting here the shining example of that. So in this case, taking it off Lightspeed, bringing it all into these different skills, thus saving you MP throughout your entire, whatever you're doing, is going to be, helpful in that regards. Now, before we go into the PvP changes, the one thing that I think everybody seemed a little bit frustrated by, Cyclops, if you've never seen Final Fantasy or played it, hey, welcome to this channel in a way. And I don't know why you're here, but regardless, the adding in the indicators is so, in a way, frustrating, and it's just so new player friendly. They were the only or one of the only creatures that you wouldn't be able to see. You would have to you'd have to pay attention to what they were doing. Now I think it's just a little bit more simple in that regard. So it is what it is. Let's jump down to PvP changes. So PvP is getting a lot of different adjustments, and if you guys aren't aware, PvP actions and skills function differently than they do on the PvE side. But let's go ahead and go through it. Shared tank actions reprisal is going to reduce the target's damage dealt. Has changed from 10% to 20%, so that's actually very handy. And then shared DPS actions concentrate recast timer has been reduced from 30 seconds to 15 seconds. Shared magical DPS actions drains maximum potency increased from 1800 to 2400. Addle, the reduction of target's damage dealt has been changed from 20% to 40%. Swiftcast recast time has been reduced from 30 to 15 seconds. Mana Ward has a time recast reduction from 45 to 30 seconds, and Etheric Burst recast time has been reduced from 60 seconds to 45 seconds. So just buffs and boosts all around in that regards. Healer actions, Attunement recast time has been reduced from 60 seconds to 30 seconds, and Rescue. The effect now ignores knockback resistance and can no longer be prevented by enfeeblements. The additional effect removes home gang effect from target has been added. Oh man, that's funny. In that regards, just being able to rescue like somebody who's home gang, and then having that kind of almost in a way screw them over. Like no. Oh well. Anyway, Paladin. Confederate additional effect now also lowers target's healing potency by 10%. Very nice. Hollowed Ground. Recast time has been reduced from 90 seconds to 60 seconds, and the effect duration has been reduced from 6 seconds to 5 seconds. And Testedo. Recast time has been reduced from 60 seconds to 45 seconds. Warriors, Heavy Swing, additional effect increases beast gauge by 10 has been added. Shake It Off, recast time has been reduced from 60 seconds to 45 seconds. And Chaotic Cyclone increases the target's damage taken has been changed from 5% to 10%. Dark Knight's Edge of Shadow, reduction in target's HP recovered by healing actions has changed from 20% to 10%, which seems to be more in line with the Paladin. And then duration of effect reduced by target's HP recovered by healing actions has been increased from 6 seconds to 10 seconds. So that's actually a little bit longer of a buff there. I like the duration over just the pure percentage, but that's just me. Flood of Shadow, duration of the effect reduced target's HP recovering by healing actions has been increased by 6 seconds to 10 seconds. Man, Dark Knight's going to be making it harder on those healers. And Dark Missionary, recast time has been reduced from 60 seconds to 45 seconds. Now, the Gunbreaker, Bow Shock, the additional effect removes all region and barrier effects from targets has been removed. And the Draw Power bonus of heavy 50% has been added. And the Draw Fortitude bonus bind has been added as well. Lightning Shot, the additional effect extends fast draw duration to maximum, has been removed, and the additional effect increases potency of all the next weapon skills by 50% has been added. Gnashing Fang, the additional effect grants fast draw reduction or reducing weapon skill recast time by 5% has been removed, and the additional effect absorbs 100% of HP dealt as damage dealt as HP has been added. That's nice. Savage Claw, the additional effect grants fast draw, reducing weapon skill recast time by 5% has been removed, and the additional effect absorbs 100% damage as HP has been added. Very nice. I like this, the HP damage like absorption. Wicked Talon, the additional effect grants fast draw, reducing weapon skill recast time by 5% has been removed, and the additional effect absorbs 100% of damage as HP has been added. Burst Strike, the additional effect grants fast claw reduction weapon skill recast 5% has been removed, and the same thing has been done for Fated Circle. Monk's Riddle of Earth, barrier strength has been increased from a heal potency of 2000 to a 2500 potency. The Tornado Kick, the potency has increased from 1800 to 2000, and the Forbidden Chakra potency has increased from 1800 to 2000. Samurai's Hitsanu Chitsun, potency has been increased from 1000 to 1200. Bard's Quick Knock potency has been increased from 600 to 800. Imperial Arrow potency has been increased from 800 to 1000. And Repelling Shot potency has been increased from 400 to 800. Machinist's Spread Shot potency has increased from 600 to 800. Auto Crossbow potency has increased from 1400 to 1600. Ricochet potency has increased from 600 to 800. Wildfire damage, portion of damage compiled has been increased from 25% to 33%. Bioblaster potency has increased from 1400 to 1600. Blank potency has increased from 600 to 800. Air Anchor potency has increased from 1600 to 2000. Black Mage, a lot of changes here. MP cost for fire has been increased from 0 to 1000, and the increase in damage dealt from Astral Fire has been changed from 10% to 20%. Blizzard, the reduction of spell cast and recast times for Umbral Ice has been changed from 10% to 20%. Fire 4 MP cost has been reduced from 2500 to 2000. Flare MP cost has been reduced from 5000 to 4000. Increase in damage dealt from Astral Fire has been changed from 10% to 20%. Freeze, reduction in spell cast and recast times from Umbral Ice has been changed from 10% to 20%. Thunder, cast time has been made instant. Thunder 2, cast time has been made instant. Xenoglassy, potency has been reduced from 3200 to 2400. Foul potency has been reduced from 2400 to 1800, and cast time has been made instant. In Enochian, I always like Enochain, time required to acquire Polygot has been reduced from 30 to 15 seconds, and Nightwing recast time has been reduced from 60 seconds to 45 seconds. For Summoner Outburst, cast time has been reduced from 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds. Fester potency has increased from 800 to 1000. Pain Flare recast time has been reduced from 60 to 45 seconds. Scholar Biosys reduction in target's HP recovered by healing actions has been changed from 10% to 15%. Then Dispensation increase in healing potency has changed from 50% to 40%. And Astrologian, the Combust 3, the additional effect lengthens weapon skill cast time and recast time, as well as spell cast time has and recast time of target by 10% has been changed to reduce its target's damage dealt and healing potency by 10%. And Divination recast time has been reduced from 90 seconds to 60 seconds. And a new Gunbreaker action has been added. Draw Injunction affects target with a detrimental effect that while granting self a beneficial one. If the target is a melee DPS or tank, increase target's damage taken by 10% while reducing your damage taken by 10%. If the target is a ranged DPS or healer, it lowers the target's damage dealt and healing potency by 10% while increasing your damage dealt and healing potency by 10%. And previously acquired benefits effects are overwritten on use. The detrimental effect duration is 10 seconds and the beneficial effect duration is 60 seconds. Lots of stuff here. Oh, and the following PvP actions have been removed. The Heart of Light is now no more for Gunbreakers out there. So hopefully that doesn't break your heart of light. Anyway, that bad joke aside, Season 15 ends and Season 16 begins for the Feast. Guys, patch 5.3 goes live. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the content that is there. And then note that 5.3.1 and 5.3.5 are not too far off, so it's going to be a really exciting time to be a Final Fantasy XIV player. And we've waited so long, obviously due to like everything that is outside of the control of the devs in this world. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, any and all changes down below. Does any of them have you hyped? Does any have you returned to Warrior? Or is there any change that you're just disappointed like with the Summoner? Anyway, for Ginger Prime, my name's Brian. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you're having a good day. And I'll see you soon. Take care. This video is sponsored by me, Ginger Prime. Hopefully you'll check out my podcast channel, Ginger Gaming Radio, which we have lots of guests, lots of great conversations, and even more highlights. Links are in the description below. Let me know what you think. Thanks.